Hello, welcome back to the balcony vapor. Yes, hello and welcome back on this beautiful sun-filled day right here in Funland, otherwise known as Finland. And today I'd like to talk to you about a rebuildable dripping atomizer that originates from, or we could say has its origins in, Hungary. That's right, this is the Origen V3 dripper by Norbert. V3 dripper. Now, unless you've been hiding underneath the rock, you're probably quite familiar with Norbert's range of Origen drippers and Genesis atomizers. This is the latest addition to that family, the V3 dripper. Very nice thing it is as well. Main differences you'll know compared to the version 2 obviously is the top cap. This is much the same as the V2 dripper. You obviously get the slightly larger air holes. This is 2.5 millimeters as opposed to the 2 millimeters that you've got on the version 2. Also, the top cap is kind of domed, and I don't know if you can see this, but you can actually see the kind of dome through those fins on the top there. And I think also the chamber is reduced slightly. Other than that, I mean, the inside is much the same as the version 2, so if you already know what that looks like, there's going to be no surprises there. Fantastic little atomizer. It's 304 grade stainless steel on the outside, brass pin, brass center post, good quality stuff. This one actually came to me from my FreeSig in France at a cost of 85 euros. And I've been very happy with it. I mean, I was very happy with the version 2, really fantastic atomizer. One thing I really love about these is with most atomizers, when you take a hit on them, they're kind of noisy and whereas there's nothing really, it's just... I mean, sometimes I'm not even sure if it's working until then I exhale all of the vapor. But there's a good reason why juice manufacturers use these well, most juice manufacturers use these to actually taste and test their juices, simply because the flavour from these is excellent. It really is. I mean, I was kind of blown away by how good the version 2 was, and this is much the same. Now, obviously, this one has the dome top cap, and as I said, a slightly reduced inside. So, but I haven't actually noticed any kind of difference to the flavour. I haven't noticed the flavour become any better or any worse. I mean, maybe it's slightly better. I wouldn't expect it would be worse, but the flavour is absolutely excellent. So if you're a flavour person, this is definitely an atomizer for you. So before we go any further, before I blah on, let's take it down to the table, take it apart, show you around all the little bits and bobs, put it back together, come back up top, give it a bloody good vaping. So here we go, up close and personal with the Origen V3 dripper. Now this is 304 grade stainless steel through and through, brass 510 pin and center post. Now the top cap is brushed, but it looks like the deck is actually media blasted. And this is another difference between this and the version 2. I mean, whilst the build decks are pretty much identical on these two, the version 2 was actually polished stainless, whereas this is matte or like I said, media blasted most likely. Now, one thing I didn't like about the version 2, as well as actually the Origen V2, was that the O-rings were super tight. Now, much the same as the Origen. See, we can unscrew this top section here, really nice threads, and that reveals our nice domed section right here for enhancing the flavour. Boom, with our cooling fins. Whether they actually work, who knows. Then we get to our airflow section. Maybe some focus will be helpful here. So as you can see, I have mine set wide open, 2.5 millimeter airflow right there. But we can obviously turn this around. It gives us our 2 millimeter right there. Then we go to our 1.5, and then we keep going. We get to our 1, a little tiny 1 millimeter airflow hole. See, this ring comes off to reveal all of our airflow holes, all the options. Obviously this can be built to be a dual coil or single coil, no problemos. So let's get this top cap off. Nice and easy. And here is our build deck. As I mentioned, much the same as the V2. Only difference here is obviously this is more of a matte or media blasted as opposed to the polished that we've got with the V2. Our little screwy nut here for the positive post. So I mean, this is pretty much identical to the version 2, nothing different here. Nice nice deep juice well right there. Takes a lot of juice. Beautiful. So I think the next thing for me to do is to show you how versatile this is. So I'm going to stick some coils in it and we'll bring it back. So here we go, here's an example of a build you can do. Whilst the Origen drippers are more suited to vertical coils, you can actually build horizontal coils on here. Although personally, I actually think the flavour's better when you're using vertical coils. I just wanted to show you this as an example. So let's go ahead and rebuild it the way that I would normally build and vape on it, using the standard vertical coils. So here we go, vertical build. Now my current kind of build on the, I like to build around 0.5 on Origen, so I'm currently using 8 wraps of 0.4mm canthal, around a 2.4mm bit. Now the only real downside I have, or the only negative I have for this dripper, is that once you've installed your coils, you know, you're going to stick it on a mod, start pulsing them, and it's really kind of tricky to get your tweezers in there and start giving them a squeeze, because you don't really have that much space to play with. So it actually kind of makes it pretty hard to get them all nice. I mean, you can get them nice, but it's just not really easy to do that. So what we'll do now is I'll get these coils tied up a bit, put some wick in there, stick some juice in there, and then we can take it up and give it a good vaping. So there we go. That was the Origen V3 dripper by Norbert. Beautiful little device. As I said, I got mine from My Free Sig in France for 85 euros. I don't think they actually have any in stock right now, but I do know that Midlands Vaping in the UK do have some in stock for £65, £64.99. They also have the bottom feed kit, so if you're a bottom feeder who likes a good squonking, they actually have the bottom feed kits in stock as well for £9.99. And I'm pretty sure they actually have the drip tips as well. I'm not sure about that, so don't quote me on that. So if you're really interested in one of these and you want one right now, get to Midlands Vaping now and they will sort you out. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, what more can I say? You know, 304 stainless steel, brass centre pin and post, and it's a real great device. As I said, one thing I love about it is just how silent it is. I mean, it's very... It's amazing, and the flavour is really, really good. I mean, comparing it to like the Plume Veil or the Hellfire Raptor, against the Raptor it's really hard because the Raptor is really excellent on flavour. Obviously if you reduce the airflow right down to the smallest hole, the flavour really is amazing. But what really amazes me about this is that even fully wide open at 2.5mm, the flavour is excellent. It really is, and that's really all I have to say about this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you want one right now, get yourself over to Midlands Vaping and they'll sort you out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, don't share, do whatever you want as usual. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.